Hey guys, it's actually kind of an appropriate subject. It's here um, is a candle stand that my mom's not blood sister, but they were like best friends. So adoptive sister kind of got from my mom a long time ago. But my mom died. My mom died in 2003, May 14th, 2003, right around Mother's Day. Wonderful, right? Yeah. So I light this candle every year for her. But titles about my relationship with Legos. My mom absolutely loved that I liked Legos. She encouraged it. You wouldn't believe. My first words were directly related to Lego. And I had planned to recreate the model, but I'll do that some other time and show it off some other time, I guess. Or, you know what? Penthouse. This is the nearest I can remember to. Okay, so I looked up what Lego models were available during 1986 at McDonald's, and the way my mom described it was a tall tower with two smaller buildings on top. Penthouse. This is new. I think it looks good on that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up here next to my mom's picture. I was um I was 18 months, almost 2 years old. I was almost 2 years old before I spoke my first words, and my mom was really concerned about it, but otherwise I was happy and healthy. But my first words, we were at McDonald's, and she was sitting there eating her food, and she had gotten done making sure I ate some food, and she was letting me play with the little baggie of Legos. They gave little baggie of Legos, and she's sitting there munching on her cheeseburger, just zoning out, and she feels me tug on her arm. And then she retold me this story later on. She thought it was adorable. And I hand her this little Lego model, not big, I say, penthouse. Yeah, exactly, penthouse. And, because it was a tall building, and I had a couple of studs on top of it, like a little house. Yes. Like, holy crap, this 2-year-old not only built an example of, but, knows the word penthouse. How the hell does this 2-year-old know penthouse? In hindsight, with other shit that was going on in the family, maybe I did do a little bit more than penthouse even at 2 years old. And the reason why I didn't talk until later on was because I had water on the ears, and my ear canals were formed badly, and they wouldn't drain properly, so it was like I was hearing underwater. And it wasn't until I was almost 5, 6 years old that they put me under, and they put little tiny metal tubes in my ears so it straightened everything out. There was one point where they were trying to teach me the word helicopter, but dagnabbit, it was helipocker, because that's what I fucking heard. And I remember sitting at the living room, the dining room table with my back to the outdoor backyard through the glass door, and it was pitch black outside, and I'm screaming at my mom and dad, helipocker, helipocker, helipocker. And they're like, no, 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 helipocker. You're not saying it right. The word's helipocker. Yeah, goddammit, I'm saying helipocker. Yes, I know, it's helicopter. But if you say helicopter underwater, guess what? It sounds like helipocker. Or at least it did to a 5-year-old autistic water on the eardrums kid. Here to talk about Legos. Does anybody notice this thing back here? I know, it's a horrible... I know. It just blended in so damn well. I've had this up there for a while now. And the back is pretty much the same. This is the Robert Pattinson DC The Batman Batcave. Who's Robert Pattinson? Twilight. The vampire dude. Oh, I have the skin of a killer. I'm all sparkly and vampiry. I'm gonna do a proper let's build of this, but it's huge, and I got it on discount. It was $60, normally $80. Then, about a week ago, I go over to a Walmart, and they have the Lego City ice cream truck versus police officer car. And I'm looking at it, and it was on discount too, $25. I should have bought it. Because, I went back, I'm looking at it in the store, I'm like, yeah, I don't really need this. But then later I'm thinking, well, actually, that wouldn't be bad to build on camera. And there was a bunch of good pieces in there. Let's go back tomorrow and grab that thing. Gone. I got this instead, so I'll build this later on. This is the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy little play set. The Guardians headquarters. I thought their headquarters was their spaceship, but whatever. This was $10. Straight price. I remember back in the day, a model like this with 2 minifigures and a little play set would have been $4 max. I have a point. Legos have gotten expensive. And for those of you that saw the Let's Try, yeah, I'm tearing this thing up. Back in 1999, I remember walking around Walmart with my mom, and we go down the Lego section. She hadn't planned on getting me anything that day. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And, oh my God, Star Wars Legos, what the... They had the entirety of the original sets. They had the episode 4, 5, 6. They had the episode 1 stuff. They had up there the X-Wing, the TIE Fighter, the Darth Vader versus Y-Wing set, the Slave One. It's the Slave One. They had the Millennium Falcon. I still have my original 1999 Millennium Falcon over here. It's heavily modified. It's all messed up, and it's not the original, but it's 75% original. I don't know, but it's my own model. I'm not gonna sell it. They had all the episode 1 stuff. They had the Sith Infiltrator, the Naboo Starfighter, the Droid Fighter, the Pod Racers. Remember, there was 5 Pod Racers originally. There was the Sebulba versus the versus Anakin, and then there was the other 3 Pod Racers that came with the Watto's Repair Shop. So, saying that, I'm seeing this entire wall of just and my mom sees me drool, and she's like, would you like to get one today? And I'm like, yeah, pick one. I'm like, well, straight up, I know you're not going to get me the Millennium Falcon. That's $80. The original Millennium Falcon was $80. What does the current Millennium Falcon go for nowadays, huh? And so I'm like, hey, I'll get the X-Wing. Because the X-Wing was like $20 maybe. 1999 Lego Millennium Falcon. Okay, I've exaggerated the price, but still, it's gone up in value on Amazon for it's $880. It goes on Amazon for $880. Okay. The last one that sold, oh, the buyer is away right now. There's one available on eBay right now for $500. That's still a pretty big markup on a model. Wow, there's some other. No, stop. We're talking about stuff. Okay, I'm glad I looked it up because I'm rehearsing and talking about this stuff last night in the car, and I'm saying, yeah, it's a $5,000 model. I don't think any Lego models cost $5,000. I'd be surprised. Probably one of the big old giant Star Destroyers currently. Okay, fine. Legos are expensive. But still, it was an $80 model that now is going between $500 and $800. That's easily it went up in value easily like 5 times in value then. Like holy crap. Could you imagine what the entire collection would have gone for today, sealed in box, mint condition? Back then, I want to say picking up the entire set was like $500. And see, here's what my mom did. It's like, I got the X-Wing, put that in the cart, and I'm just looking at the Millennium Falcon, okay? And I'm putting that back, and I'm just looking at them now, because I'm already going to get a model, but I might as well look, right? You know, you can't feel up the fruit, but you can certainly feel up the Lego boxes. Just don't drool on them too much. And my mom straight up does the math in her head. She's like, hey, grab one of each, and we'll put them all on layaway. And in a few months, take the whole box of them home. And her plan was literally, if we were at shopping and, hey, can I get a Lego model? No, we got Lego at home. And we would literally have fucking Lego at home. Camera's here, I'm staring over here. So yeah, we bought she got the stuff out of layaway about 4 months later, and for like the next 6 months to a year, every once in a while I was like, hey, here's a model. Hey, here's a model. That was good. That was fun. But if me and her would have had an inkling that the Millennium Falcon would have gone from $80 to $800 or $500, it would have been, hey, buy 2 of each. One you can play with and do whatever you want with, and the other we're gonna put in a cardboard box and you will never effing touch them again. And seriously, that $500 Lego model complete collection nowadays are probably worth about $4,000 or $5,000 for the complete collection. This is not gonna accrue in value. I got it on discount at $50. If I wait 20 years, maybe I'll sell it for $200. But I'm only gonna sell it to somebody that is going to absolutely, desperately want to just open up and build the Robert Pattinson Batcave. Why will this not accrue in value? You can't probably see. You can see it. Look at all this edge. There's all these little dent mark, pock marks all over, okay? This is not collectible grade packaging. A person that is investing in these, and there are people that have, you see my room with the shelves full of action figures. They got shelves with mint condition boxes just stacked up. A proper collector that's investing, he would have already bought 3 of this one. And they'll be sitting in his closet, stacked up. Not even like this. Not even on display like I've had it back here, trying to look like a good background piece. No, they'll be stacked up like boxes. Like just books. I'm pretty sure they put them standing up on the side. That way they're not sitting and leaning on top of each other. But they don't mind with the lighter ones just stacking them up. So why should I wait 20 years to sell this to somebody so that they can build it when I can make a video of it later on? You know, it's 580 pieces. It's probably going to be separated into 2 videos. I can't buy expensive models anymore. I've been priced out. I mean, there's a bunch of good stuff out there. I won't mind buying used models. I definitely wouldn't mind buying some of these boxes. I see boxes of Legos for like 50, $60, and they're like, there's like 10 models in here, maybe. Yeah, no, I'm seeing a couple of models in there actually. Okay. What would my mom say about me smoking weed? Same thing my dad says about me smoking weed. They'd rather me not, but they have seen me before I started heavily smoking weed and after I started heavily smoking weed. And my dad would agree, you know what? You're a lot calmer when you're high off your ass. It's kind of hard not to be high, kind of hard not to be calm when you're high off your ass. Whoa. It seems a lot longer than it really is. So maybe I'm at a minute right now. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. Still have this. Can't eat it right now. I have a full stomach. Shows on the back here that you can grab by the muscle the muscle car Batmobile, and it interacts with this and all that. I'm seeing a lot of cool pieces. Like, I know that's supposed to be the Riddler guy, so like I may not want to use that too much, but like these two side panels I think would be interesting to use in the model base next. That would be cool. And the tool rack. And I'm seeing a lot of cool archway pieces. I'm really curious as to what's literally on the other side. It's probably just going to be blank. It's not going to look nearly as cool as I'm hoping it looks on the other side, but oh well. I'll after I get that built, I'm going to put it on the top shelf up there. Give me a minute. Holy crap. Here we go. That's good stuff. That's what I'm. Oh, that's what I'm smoking right now. What happened to all those Legos? I still have some of them actually. I had the lower half of the Slave 1 floating around with my Legos for the longest time, and I recently decided just to strip it down to the bare parts. And I used the brown pieces in the Weed Hut actually, and the engines from the Pod Racer went onto the Weed Hut, and Sebulba's Pod Racer engines ended up on the Raven. That's a rebuild of an old model, and that's a whole nother video that's got to get finished. I even had all the, I don't know where they went to, but I even kept all the the instruction books for all these models. Oh, I still had all the instruction books. I hope I gave them to a friend. I know a friend that would have enjoyed them. I hope I gave them to him. After mom died, I want to say it was 2005, I got into a relationship with a woman, and it didn't last. It lasted about 6.5 years. And partway in, I got into the mindset of, hey, we're going to get married, hey, we're going to have kids. And here's the funny thing is that to her and her family, action figure collecting, Legos, that wasn't a mature hobby. And you're 24 years old. You should give those things up by now. Video games, that's tolerable. You know, especially if you're playing some dark and dreary, miserable thing like Silent Hill. You know, okay, all right, you know. Some blood and guts shooter. Okay, cool. But the mature thing to play was Yu-Gi-Oh! Collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, those had value. You could, get a Dark Magician and resell that for $40, $50, and then other cards were this much, and da 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 da. Yeah, Legos don't accrue in value. Millennium Falcon selling for $500 20 years later doesn't accrue. So at some point, I decided, I've got these two. I had the original red box filled with Legos, and then I had a yellow tackle box, toolbox filled with Legos, and it had the little boxes on top. I had all the battle droids. The MTT and the droid tank was part of the original. The big old brown thing and the little. Those pieces were in there too. And I think all together I had like maybe 4 or 5 shopping bags of other stuff. But oi. I gave them away to my niece and my nephew, and they had friends at the time, and they dumped them out all over the floor. They had fun building the models. Yeah, I hope I didn't give them the instructions, because that means the instructions. Damn. I might have given them the instructions. I hope not. But apparently after about a week or so of them being all over the floor and them being built, it was decided that he just scoop them all up into plastic bags and just toss them all out. Not put them back in the boxes. No. Just throw them all away. Not call me up and ask, hey, do you want these back? We're bored with them. No, just throw them all in the trash. And then, after I, not only gave those away, but also sold off a bunch of my Gundam models that I had made, sold off a bunch of my Transformers, shit all went sideways, and I had to deal with my brother being really abusive and really controlling and being financially abusive to me. I ended up living with him for a while. And me and the girl broke up. Yeah. Am I bitter? No. Do I wish in hindsight I wouldn't have gotten rid of anything and I would have just sat on all my stuff and just, you know, yeah. Honestly, for a long time, and even afterwards, I still got rid of Legos because I didn't think I'd have this space again anytime soon. And I am really glad that I have it now. I was able to repair this thing. I was able to get into other repairs of other ships, and I'm back. I'm enjoying Legos, but like, it's like that meme where you find a hobby that it's been long lost. It's like you're as beautiful as you ever were. If this wasn't on discount, I wouldn't have bought it at all. I wouldn't even looked at it, but I saw it. Oh wow, it's $20 off normal price. Yeah, It has a lot of pieces. There are some cool stuff in there. The boxes beat the hell. Sure. And what's funny is that this one was one where I saw it, decided, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna get it. Half a week later, I'm back over there over at Walmart. I'm like, yeah, let's get it. Like if it's still there, I'm gonna get it. There's so many expensive things. There's gatekeepers in the hobby now. There are models that aren't what I would consider to be a play toy model. It's something you build and literally put on a shelf and you never fucking touch it. You got those cool little helmet things. You've got those plant things. Yeah, they're creative, but like, where's the own originality? Where's the personal originality, you know? To me, it's about, building a story, building a world, building your own little Lego city. But, like, make it all your own. But, hey, you know what? Everybody enjoy the hobby they want to enjoy it. I am not going to diss anybody for enjoying Lego the way they want to enjoy it. You guys kept this hobby alive and kept it strong for me while I was away. No, not that you did it specifically for me, alright? You don't know what I mean. There are some models that I am going to be willing, that I want to get, that I'm willing to spend full price on. And those I will turn into videos. I want to get the current X-Wing. It's about $40. And I want to get the current Galaxy Explorer. It's this long arrow-shaped spaceship that just looks gorgeous. Yeah. I think that's it. I think I'm done talking now. Thank you guys for watching. This has just been me rambling about my relationship with Legos and kind of describing about how I'm going to handle Legos on this channel. It's going to be me buying cheap model kits or especially stuff on discount. Anything on discount. Next time I go out to Walmart or Target, if I've got the money, if I can spend it and I see a decent model on discount, especially if the boxes all beat the hell, because I can definitely use the pieces in this stuff. These tool things here. There's several types of wrenches and ratchets and a drill motor and all kinds of good stuff on there. That'll go great in the tool shop when I build it. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Colwen, rambling and ranting about my relationship with Legos. I hope you guys found it enjoying. Yeah. Alright.